drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one picked off. And off we go here at Arrowhead. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll bring up second down.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That one good for 29.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
First down throw, Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. And the Chiefs have a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Byron Young getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, KC.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
Kansas City
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Well, broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. Mahomes now to throw again. This one caught at the 4 and he'll take it on in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Chiefs. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll take off again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big play for the Eagles. 55 yards on the game.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, It just shows how special he can be. Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He'll step up and he will get into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the second time. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll work forward for a couple. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
DeJean on the tackle. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
They'll send Worthy in motion. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
A loss of 2 yards.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble. The give them a new set of down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation. Contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Second and 10. Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Cooper to Dean, deep to return. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It was Jalen Watson who got him down.
At the 36-yard line. Brings up second down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. The drive with Pacheco. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a second and 6. in motion is Brown. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He'll get this out wide. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. 33 yards.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Right back to Kelsey again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Now a 3rd and 2. Mahomes. This is caught 2. And he's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will take a 14-6 lead.
Eagles 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down. We see it here, big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. It's going to be third. They need 1. Look wide. Get this one complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They'll try it now with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
The Chiefs' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
To the outside, catch made by Brown. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Pacheco. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles move back to within one.
Chiefs 14, Eagles 13.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out first down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They put Kelsey in motion. So one quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 from the 33. Here's second and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. On second down, Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They put Kelsey in motion. The RPO, that one is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First and 10.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Eagles' 36-yard line.
Here's a second and 3 forthcoming. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Sidney Brown. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 15-yard line.
It is second and 6. Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Very good blocking, and he's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass. And after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Dotson, the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Barkley. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
I know it's early in this game, but In my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Here's Barkley, and this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles move back to within 1.
Chiefs 21, Eagles 20.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll try to run for it.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Zach Barr, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
A gain of a yard. brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd, they need 8. To throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
15 yards. That's good for a Kansas City. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take them down for a loss.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Into the hands of Juju. He gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. It's made by Smith-Schuster. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain out front by 1.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
First down.
A gain of 12. And an Eagle first down.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Kurt's going to fire this one out to Smith. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Once again, it's Barkley.
Barkley again, the ball carrier. A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Third and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. Two minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will score! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open up a 6-point lead.
Chiefs 21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On first and 10, it's Mahomes. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy.
Complete to Xavier Worthy. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 7. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Gunn. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So,
okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
For a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Points, all that separates these two sides is half number 2. Kicks off. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top of the conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Donald. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
1st down, Philadelphia.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. George Karlaftis there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Third down and short, you decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run it with the Boston College bruiser, A.J. Dillon.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Eagles.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley, and they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
Philadelphia.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 34, Chiefs 24.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the left side. Caught by Kelsey. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here's a third down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in there on the stop.
Second and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
He'll get about 2. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Brown. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll send Worthy in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll step up and run this. And nice work there. Going to a slide and gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because
and he barrels his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Hurts using the hot pass. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
A second down throw for Hurts. He keeps it himself.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to ground. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Now Hurts going to run this one himself.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. To throw is Hurts. Moving to his left. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This one from 54 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a 3-point game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Mahomes going to look to run with this one. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. It'll get forward to about the 42. Zach Barr, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Now, Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Pacheco. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Kansas City. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Now Butker to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs have taken a 4-point advantage. Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators. Trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On play action, Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's shedding tackles left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. 15 yards through the air. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Hurts. He gets that to Brown. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. He'll try to run for it. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He gets it to go, and the Eagles go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Chiefs, 38.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Smith to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
First and 10 for Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 3. Throwing is Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 7. Mahomes now to throw again. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 12 yards.
They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, KC.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 2. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Gain on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
A run. It's Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. To throw is Mahomes. That's made by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard
What a moment in
line.
this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Man in motion is Brown. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the goal line and in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC. His second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
but they're now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. A return now from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
2nd and 10. Hurts going to keep it on the option. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. That's complete left side to Worthy. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, The second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here's Pacheco. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. And in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Hurts. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15. And and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Mahomes down on second down. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Now, Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
A gain of 6. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. A minute 57 to go in the game.
Second down at the 15-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Pacheco. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. It's 3rd and 4. To throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. This is 1st and 10. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I love this call, Mike. Second down and short, one of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stunts than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.